everybody. Welcome. We are in the next episode of the New York Ranter. I'm your host, that Irish dude, and we are here to talk about a good amount of things. We got some things. The holidays are coming up and stuff like that, so that's really exciting. So let's start off. So recently, it has come to my attention that TNT, Turner Broadcasting, recently, as if you watched the last video, we discussed one championship, one FC. They said that, all right, we need to get our stuff in the US. And what did TNT decide to do? They decided to become the host. So what that means, essentially, is that Turner Broadcasting, TNT, is going to be hosting fights now from 1FC. So that kind of makes things really interesting for 2019 because when you think about it, right? The UFC now has, not only Bellator, which is now at DAZN and stuff like that. They're broadcasting stuff through DAZN, which I did hear that Bellator might be purchased by DAZN, but that's not official yet. But apparently talks are in the right direction. So that is just awesome. But it means that we're going to have a lot of fights as fight fans. If you're a fight fan, keep on the lookout. Keep on the lookout because it's gonna be a really cool year, and I'm really looking forward to seeing like all the kind of fights they put on, the competitions and stuff like that. It kind of, if you're a WWE fan and you remember, if you're that age range and you remember back when WCW was around and it was all that, the wrestling competitions and stuff like that, you remember how exciting it was to see these kind of competitions between the shows and stuff like that. So it's really interesting to see where, the UFC is going and what MMA itself is going and where it's going in the future. I see a whole lot of competition. But, just a little shout out to Michael Chandler, who did regain his Bellator lightweight title. Congratulations. It was a hard-fought victory, so congratulations to you. I still would like to see you in the UFC, please, because that lightweight division looks so good right now. It looks so damn good. When you think about it, right, the lightweight division, you got Khabib Nurmagomedov as the champion. You got Tony Ferguson, McGregor, Dustin Poirier. Now you got Ally and Quinta, who won last night in a fantastic fight against Kevin Lee. I don't know what judge had it, 49-46. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was 2-2 going into the fifth, just like everyone else. And Ally Quinta just won it in the fifth and just wanted it more. He wanted to win that fight more, and he wants that title shot. Which is really interesting. Because he did go 5 rounds with Khabib, and no one else has done that and stuff like that. And it's fantastic because no one really has been able to go the distance with Khabib like that. So, full camp, Ally and Quinta for a title fight, it's exciting. I would like to see that fight. The lightweight division is just utterly stacked with talent right now. Like, I'm looking at the rankings and stuff like that. And also a quick shout out to Dan Hooker, who took one of the most horrific beatings I've ever seen. And just in a gruesome fashion. I mean, credit to Edson Barboza, who just took him apart. But, my God, what a hit. What a shot. It's just amazing. But as great as the division is, it's getting a little clustered now. And obviously, if you threw Michael Chandler into that mix, if he came from Bellator, I think that would just make things even worse, but more exciting for fight fans. Here's why it's really interesting. And not only does the lightweight division have this problem, but the welterweight division and, in my belief, the bantamweight division have this problem too. What I think needs to be done is there needs to be, and I think the UFC should take a page out of Bellator's book now and do a Grand Prix. Now, the reason why I say that is because if you look at the top 5 of the lightweight division, any single one of them could fight for the title. Any single one of them. It's not like one's, except for Conor, who's on a losing streak. But when you think about it, right, if they decided to do the rematch, people would complain, but people would still buy it. So you have a title fight, right? So, but Tony Ferguson's deserving. Dustin Poirier is deserving. Ally Quinta, I would say, is even deserving too. He just took out Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee was number 4, and he was fighting for a title shot. you know? So I just think it's really interesting to see where the lightweight division's at. And then if I were to do that, you got Khabib, Tony, Connor, Dustin, um, Iaquinta, Barboza, Gaethje, and if you need an eighth, throw in Nate Diaz. Throw in Nate Diaz or Pettis. It's 8 guys. You do, what do you got? Like 4 fights there, 2 fights and 1 fight? Makes sense. It's not like there's a vacant title, so you're not having the whole division fight. But it keeps the title active. It keeps people wanting for the title fights. And these guys all need to face each other. Al Iaquinta's a fresh face in this mix of top 5, top 10. So I wouldn't mind seeing a Grand Prix. I think it would be beneficial. I think it would make things exciting, especially in that division. And if you wanted to, do 2 more sets of fights, you put in 4 new guys. You bring in Pettis, Vic if he can win his fights, or the winner of Felder Vic. If Kevin Lee wants to be in it, sure. But and that's just another issue I'll go into in a second. But we'll go from there. In the welterweight division, you got Colby, Kamaru, Wonderboy, Robbie Lawler, Ben Askren, and shame that the 233 card did get canceled. But Brooklyn got a nice main event out of it and some nice fights. So I'm not worried about that at all. You got Masvidal, Nick Diaz is coming back, Ponzinibbio, who's a savage, Gunnar Nelson with that stunning victory at 231. Stunning victory over a tough Cowboy. Not Cowboy Cerrone, but Cowboy Oliveira. Just busted him open. That was a bad injury. That took I think 24 stitches or something like that to seal him up. It was bad. But yeah, right there you could have a welterweight Grand Prix. Not a big one, but it would keep guys active and satisfied. You put Wonderboy in there. I would even put RDA in there. Yeah, and then Bantamweight's just a clusterfuck too. Because now you got, potentially if the flyweight division does go away, you got guys like Cejudo, Formiga, Pettis, who's in Bantamweight now, Benavidez, Figueiredo, Borg, John Moraga. And this is just flyweights I'm mentioning here. In the Bantamweight division, you got Garbrandt, Cruz, which sadly he's now injured again. I think he should retire, but it is what it is. You got a Sun Sao, Marlon Moraes, Jimmy Rivera, who's going to be fighting Aljamain Sterling, which is a great fight. John Lineker, Dodson, Rob Font, there are guys. Thomas Almeida, I would have said Thomas Almeida when he was a beast, but he's not a beast anymore. So there's so many good fights that you can have in the Bantamweight division too, and a lot of people are deserving of a title shot. Sun Sao, absolutely deserving of a title shot. Moraes, deserving of a title shot. If Aljamain can get 1 win in the top 5, I'd say he's right there for a title shot. So you already got 2-3 guys who could fight for the title. Dominic Cruz, I'd arguably say he could fight for a title. I know he lost to Cody and he hasn't fought in a while, but the man beat Dillashaw. That's gotta say something, right? So, that's for you guys to discuss with me and things like that. I'm always open to discussions. And yeah, I definitely think those 3 divisions need a Grand Prix. Middleweight division's getting there. They definitely, I'm looking at it right now. You got Kelvin fighting Whitaker, Paulo Costa. If that fight with Romero could be made, oh my God, that's fireworks. Jared Cannonier. Jacare is another one. Rockhold needs to come back and fight. He's not in the division anymore. So, I'm looking at the rankings, right? So, yeah, Kelvin's the number 1 contender. I think Jacare should be on standby. Israel Adesanya is going to fight Anderson Silva. That's a great fight. I think Anderson has a good shot, but so does Izzy. And the reason why I say that is because this fight now, is a number 1 contender's fight. Weirdly enough, right? But that's going to light a fire under Anderson Silva. So, you never know. He might come out, guns blazing and just bam, just whoosh, right? The light heavyweight division. You got Jan Blachowicz, Gus and Jones are gonna go at it for the title. DC's gonna, vacate. Um, Ilir Latifi, Vulcan, Thiago Santos is just a savage. Dominic Reyes is a savage. Jimmy Manoa, sad he lost, but damn, that was a good fight too. Thiago Santos and Jimmy Manoa. Oh, that was a good fight. You know, and then also, a credit where credit's due to Valentina Shevchenko. I think she is absolutely, that fight with Joanna was very, very good. Valentina was definitely deserving of the title. She's deserving to be a champion. I arguably think she should be the bantamweight champion too, but things happen, it's here and there. Rose and Andrade need to fight, like, ASAP. I think Joanna needs to, take some time off. Fight Nina Ansaroff. I think her and Nina should go at it. If Joanna wants to wait a little bit, she can wait a little bit. Tatiana Suarez. Oh, I'm looking at this division. I mean, you got Andrade, who I think should be fighting for the title. Nina Ansaroff has an argument for a title shot. Tatiana, I think Claudia should go up and wait. At women's flyweight, Jessica I think she's going to fight for the title, or Sajara Eubanks. We'll see. Either way, both are losing to Valentina. No one's beating Valentina anytime soon, unless Tatiana goes up in weight. Or maybe Claudia. Women's bantamweight's just a mess right now. There's just no real good contender. If Jermaine fights for the title, great, she'll get her ass beat. Heavyweight, Cain Velasquez is gonna fight Ngannou. I hope that happens. So, and that's pretty much, where the UFC's right now. And all credit to Max Holloway, too, against Brian Ortega. One of the best featherweight fights I've seen in a long, long time. I think since the Doo Ho Choi fight, I haven't seen a featherweight fight that good. So that was really cool to see. So, enough with that. Enough with the UFC. Wonderful. We are closing out the year also. Just a quick snippet. For UFC 232, Jones Gus. That's going to be real cool. And I'll be at the Brooklyn card. So if you want to say hi, say hi. I'll be there. And we'll probably do some video footage of it. And one thing I did want to discuss now, kind of UFC related, is weight cutting. Oh, yes. The dreadful, terrible weight cutting. And I actually do mean dreadful and terrible. And I did say I was going to, Kevin Lee, RDA, stuff like that. And I was going to say, oh, yeah, I'll talk about it. This is now. When fighters cut such a large amount of weight, right, and they look like skeletons, Max Holloway is another great example. I could give, probably 3-4 great examples right now. You could do Kevin Lee, Max Holloway, there's just some guys that really shouldn't be fighting at certain weight classes, and they don't belong there, when a lot of us are like, I don't know how that guy gets down to that weight, Claudia Gadelha is another one. Definitely does not belong at 125. 125. Cejudo would be another one, too. He's a big boy. If I gotta think about it, too, it's hard. Especially since I don't have the rankings in front of me anymore. I can't, just look and be like, bam, that's the one. Even though I just had it up. But it's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, those are, a few fighters right there. Holloway, Gadelha, Kevin Lee, those are just a few of the people. Sajara Eubanks would even be another one, oddly enough. These are people that, when you cut, Connor would even be another one when he was at 145. You want to go through historically, DC, Connor, RDA when he was a lightweight, Cowboy when he was at lightweight, Max Holloway. I think Aldo's another great example. These are guys who want to be bigger guys in those weight divisions. But you're depleting yourself. And I don't see why weight cutting is necessary almost. If you want to cut a little, that's fine. Even Aljamain Sterling's a great example. You deplete yourself. If you fight at your natural weight class, you're going to have more cardio. You might even have more power. You'll have more muscle. And I think it's safer. Obviously weight cutting's been around for years. Wrestling does it, boxing does it, MMA does it, so it's there. But it's so dangerous. Why put your body through something like that and just deplete yourself? I think in my belief, if you want to cut at most, 10 pounds, or more scientifically then, 10% of your body weight, do it. Do it. But you shouldn't be forced to go beyond that, you know? Um, and I think diet's another issue too, and things like that. A lot of fighters get irresponsible outside of their camps and stuff like that, and they'll eat whatever they want and do whatever they want, and that's fine. But be careful, because you're damaging yourself in the long run. So I think people should be fighting at more of a natural weight class. And that's my spiel on that. And another thing, now we're really gonna rant. Guys, girls, if you're working out at the gym, right, there are some things that are gonna make you look like a jerk. Okay? One, do not, if there are other machines, okay, like I was doing cardio a couple days ago, right? Or whenever, I think it was like what's today, Sunday? I think it was maybe Friday or Thursday, I was doing cardio. And this jerk, there's plenty of other machines. I was on a bike, I was on an Aerodyne, and there's like 4 Aerodynes, right? And I was on one all the way on the end. I was on the one on the right end, right? And this guy, right next to me. And I'm sweating, I'm doing my thing and stuff like that. I got my headphones in, I'm grinding out, I'm clanging and banging, pushing my heart, right? And this guy is right next to me. And he's on the Aerodyne next to me. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my God. Like, dude, I need some space. Unless all the other Aerodynes are taken up, fine. But if there's others, dude, give someone space. Please. Just have respect. Have some respect to, let people do their thing and work out, Another thing in the gym is, okay, so my gym has a sauna, right? My gym has a sauna and things like that, and I love to use it. It's good for recovery. It's good for releasing toxins out of your body and stuff like that, and it's really good for you up to a certain limit of time. But guys, even ladies, if you're in a sauna, right, don't take forever to walk in and out. You open the door fully, you walk yourself in, you feel great. You know what I mean? But don't be that jerk. Don't do that. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, and I get so frustrated when I'm at the gym because guys will just open and close that door constantly, and they'll open that thing wide open. It makes the most uncomfortable noise in the world when that door opens up fully because it jams almost a little bit, but you get a really bad screeching noise. It sounds like when you drag your nails across like a chalkboard. It's disgusting. It's bad. And it makes you hated by everybody else. So if you got to get into the sauna, fine, get in the sauna, but don't open the thing like it's a grand entrance. Open it slightly so the heat doesn't escape as much and slide yourself in. No big deal. If you do that, you earn my respect and you earn everybody else's respect. And also, don't go in and out every minute. You walk in, you walk out, and then you walk in, and then you walk out. And you do that a few times. Don't be that guy. Because you're not liked either. Even if you open it slightly, you're not liked. Or when they're friends on the outside of the sauna, right? And they're outside the sauna and they're talking to the guy inside the sauna. So the guy inside the sauna's got to open the door so he can talk to his old friend. Like, geez, dude, just text him, whatever, because you got your phone in your pocket, which is a stupid idea. So text your friend and be an idiot and say, hey, man, I'm in the sauna. Either come in or leave. I'm serious. Like, don't make stupid mistakes, And I respect the guys who are sweating in there, whatever. Like, sweat as much as you got to do and things like that. So I'm not grossed out by that. If you do jiu-jitsu, you're in worse. But another thing I really don't like in the sauna, and these are just pet peeves, so I'm just ranting at this point. This is the point of the show. Don't be a loudmouth. Don't be a loudmouth. Don't be that guy who's got to talk to every other guy in the sauna. Or don't be that person who's got to talk to everybody. Or talk about their life stories and blah, 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 blah. That's fine if you want to talk. But there are guys who got their headphones on and they're trying to listen to music and they don't want to hear your stupid voice and your stupid stories. Okay? Nobody wants to hear that stuff, especially me. So if you see me in a sauna, shut your mouth. Because I don't want to hear your stories, especially sometimes if I don't have my headphones, which is on me, that's fine. Have some decency. Have some decency to not be talking the whole time. You know, there are guys who are popular in the gym, and that's fine. Talk in the locker room. It's right there. Or talk outside the sauna. It's disturbing. You smell, which we all do. That's fine. But just, it gives me such a bad headache, you know? So, not good. Just not good. I've had some rough gym experiences, but, dude, like, come on. And also, gyms, you guys gotta get cleaner. There are just some gyms that are nasty. I remember I was at this old gym, and it had a pool. And I remember at one time, there, you know, LA Fitness had, there was a thing of Legionnaire's disease going around the area, and I didn't go to LA Fitness at that time. I was at Export. Okay. As soon as I saw a turd in the pool, I wasn't swimming in it. I was about to go swim. Right? And it was, I don't think it wasn't in the, no, it was in the hot tub. Hot tub, guys. The hot tub had a turd. I didn't get in the pool, which I saw so many hairs. It was nasty because they don't take care of it. And I thought the hot tub was relatively clean because I had never seen any issues and I've seen them clean it. So I was like, no big deal. But guys, oh my God, was that disgusting. What I witnessed was terrible. So, I left that gym immediately. Canceled the membership. It was gone in a heartbeat. And then I went to my new gym. And I've been here ever since. So, okay. Moving on. So one other thing I thought would be really, really nice to talk about, and I did mention this in the last video, was the holidays. I think it's super important to, you know, show your friends and family how much you care about them. You know, not even just about, like, giving and things like that. You know, and Christmas is about giving and, you know, sharing love with those you love and care about. But I think also another thing that we don't realize is, you know, how important it is to be around family. You know, and I definitely believe that, you know, family is one of the most important virtues in my life. So I genuinely believe that that's what Christmas is. Being with your family, your friends, and stuff like that, and having, you know, a good time together. So go out, celebrate with your family, you know, when you get home and stuff like that, do what you want to do, sleep, Christmas Day, whatever, have your thing, right? So enjoy it. Enjoy the time you have. So, because you're not going to live forever. No one lives forever. So enjoy what you have with your family. Oh, and thank for that for coming up right there. Kingdom Hearts 3 is in 6 weeks, okay? 6 weeks. And this is just like another thing, just to branch off from the holidays. Some jerk, some guy who works with the Square Enix distribution chain, right, had the audacity to steal 30 copies of the finished game. Not only that, he decided to release some spoilers and posted a clip on YouTube. I believe it's been immediately taken down and Square Enix is all over it. But then you have the audacity to sell the game for $100 6 weeks early. Now, I get that. That's, you know, you want to make money, but don't ruin a game that I have been waiting for. I've been waiting for this game ever since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, which I believe was 2000. Oh God, I'm gonna look this up now because now I'm frustrated. Kingdom Hearts 2 released, I thought so, in 2005. It's gonna release 14 years later. In 2019. Early 2019. Right? Actually, in 6 days, it'll be the 13-year anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay? And so this guy decides to steal 30 copies of the next game. Right? And I'm honestly, like the director, Tetsuya Nomura, released a statement. Right? That, hey guys, don't do it. Don't look at it, you know, just let's enjoy this release together. And I so agree with that. I think that was the right thing to do, but whoever stole the copies and leaked the game online, shame on you. Shame on you for spoiling and almost ruining the experience that I and many other people have been waiting for 14 years. Shame on you because you want to make a quick buck. So, with that, yeah, because Kingdom Hearts 3 releases in 6 weeks. So, that's very exciting. You know, yeah. So, I hope that people realize, you know, the mistake of some people's ways and stuff like that, and we enjoy this together. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Happy holidays to you. The next rant video will probably come out after Christmas. It'll be like right after Christmas, like the 26th or something like that. And I got some cool news for that. And yeah, so guys, hope you enjoy. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. Whatever holiday you celebrate, happy holidays to you, because this is a time we should enjoy together. So I'll see you guys. Peace.